Y'all, the love and hip-hop world has been turned completely upside down, and we're here to break down every single juicy detail of what might be the most explosive friendship fallout we've ever witnessed. After weeks of tension, explosive fights, and enough backstabbing drama to fill a whole season, Rasheeda has done something that absolutely no one saw coming. She publicly apologized to Yandy. Now let's take a moment to process this, because just days ago, these two were literally at each other's throats, dragging each other through the mud on national television in a way that had even the most seasoned reality TV veterans clutching their pearls. So what changed? Why did Rasheeda suddenly have this apparent change of heart? And the question everyone's asking, is this apology even real? Or is there something much deeper and more calculated going on behind those perfectly filtered Instagram posts? Our exclusive inside sources are spilling some absolutely scorching tea, darlings. Behind those designer-decorated closed doors, Rasheeda has reportedly been facing serious backlash. And we're not just talking about angry fans in her comments. Her own inner circle, the people she trusted most, have been turning against her one by one. Some insiders are whispering that she was practically forced into making that apology, while others swear she's desperately trying to save what's left of her reputation before everything spirals even further out of her perfectly manicured control. But honey, let me tell you something. This isn't your typical, "I'm sorry I called you a bad friend" moment. No. This is a full-blown Hollywood drama where secrets are being exposed left and right, relationships are being tested to their absolute limits, and Yandy? Well, she might not be as quick to forgive as Rasheeda is hoping. Buckle up tight, because this love and hip-hop storyline is about to take us on the wildest ride of the season. Let me paint you a picture of what's been happening behind the scenes. Picture Yandy pacing back and forth in her luxurious living room, her designer heels clicking against the hardwood floors as she scrolls through her phone for what must be the 1,000th time that day. The screen is literally lighting up like Times Square on New Year's Eve. Endless notifications, tweets, Instagram comments, DMs, all about her and Rasheeda. The internet isn't just talking, it's in absolute shambles. Fans have picked sides faster than you can say reality TV drama, gossip blogs are having an absolute field day, and the drama has spiraled so far out of control that even veteran producers are saying they've never seen anything quite like it. That fight? Oh, darling, it was bad. When I say bad, I mean worse than anyone could have possibly imagined, even in their wildest reality TV dreams. Yandy's perfectly maintained composure cracks just slightly as she rereads one of those inflammatory headlines. Yandy and Rasheeda's friendship shattered after explosive love and hip-hop clash. Will they ever reconcile? She lets out a bitter laugh that echoes through her empty house. Shattered? That word doesn't even begin to scratch the surface of what happened between them. The last thing anyone expected, and I mean anyone, was for things to get physical. What started as something relatively small, something that should have been nothing more than a quick back and forth between two strong-minded women, turned into absolute chaos when Rasheeda completely lost control. Before anyone in that room could even process what was happening, the cameras captured everything. The slap that echoed through the studio, the screaming that followed, and the exact moment years of friendship crumbled into nothing but reality TV history. Meanwhile, across town in her meticulously decorated bedroom, Rasheeda sits perched on the edge of her king-sized bed, staring at her phone screen like it holds all the answers to this mess she's created. Her perfectly manicured fingers hover over the screen, trembling slightly, and for the first time since that explosive confrontation, something unexpected is creeping into her consciousness. Genuine regret. When it first happened, she had convinced herself she was completely in the right, that Yandy had it coming, that someone needed to put her in her place once and for all. But as the hours turned into days and the dust began to settle, everything started looking very, very different. Those video clips are absolutely everywhere, being replayed in slow motion, dissected from every possible angle like some sort of reality TV Zapruder film. Now she can see it all so clearly. How uncontrollably angry she looked, how genuinely hurt Yandy was, how quickly everything spiraled into complete chaos. Her Instagram comment section has turned into a battlefield. "You're better than this, Rasheeda. Fix it. I lost all respect for you after that episode. Yandy didn't deserve that kind of treatment. We ride with you, but this ain't it, sis. You need to apologize." Let's rewind the tape to where this entire explosion began. That now infamous love and hip-hop event where emotions were already running higher than a private jet. The cameras were rolling non-stop, the expensive drinks were flowing freely, and the tension between Yandy and Rasheeda? Child, you could cut it with a diamond-encrusted knife. They were doing their best to keep things cordial, plastering on those camera-ready smiles, playing their assigned parts like the professionals they are. But behind those carefully crafted expressions, that energy was more off than last last season's designer knockoffs. Everything shifted dramatically when someone, and believe me, we're still trying to figure out exactly who, brought up that business deal gone wrong. Yandy had made a major power move without so much as sending Rasheeda a text, a deal that affected both their business interests and their shared ventures. When Rasheeda found out about it from a third party instead of hearing it straight from Yandy's mouth, baby, that betrayal cut deeper than a surgeon's scalpel. So when they found themselves seated next to each other at the event, tension already simmering like a pot about to boil over, and someone casually dropped the question, "So how's the business going?" That was the match that lit the powder keg. Rasheeda turned to Yandy, her voice dripping with more shade than a forest in summer. "Oh, you should ask Yandy about that. She clearly makes all the decisions now, doesn't she?" The temperature in the room dropped faster than a failed album release. Yandy's million-dollar smile froze in place. She knew that tone all too well. "What's that supposed to mean?" she asked, struggling to keep her voice as level as her designer bangs. Rasheeda leaned back in her chair, crossing her arms like she was about to deliver the performance of her reality TV career. "I mean, since you're out here making moves behind my back like it's your favorite dance routine, maybe you should be the one explaining things to everyone?" The room fell so silent you could hear a diamond earring drop. Every eye in the place was locked on them like they were filming the season finale. Yandy let out a laugh that could freeze hell itself. "I wasn't trying to go behind your back. It was a business decision that needed to be made, and without telling me?" Rasheeda cut in, her voice rising like a hurricane warning. Yandy rolled her eyes so hard they probably saw next week's drama coming. "It wasn't even that serious. You're blowing this way out of proportion like you always do." And that, honey, that was the moment everything went from regular reality TV drama to straight-up DEFCON 1. Rasheeda's chair made that horrible scraping sound against the floor as she stood up, towering over Yandy like a storm cloud about to burst. "Blowing it out of proportion? You don't respect me. You never have, and you know what? You never will." Yandy wasn't about to take that sitting down, literally or figuratively. She stood up too, her eyes blazing with the kind of fury that could melt diamonds. "Girl, you are not about to sit here and act like I don't respect you when I've had your back through everything." Then it happened. That slap heard round the reality TV world. The sound echoed through the room like a thunderclap, followed by a collective gasp that probably registered on the Richter scale. Yandy stumbled backward, her hand flying to her cheek like she couldn't believe what just happened. Security rushed in faster than a trending topic, pulling them apart, but the damage? Oh honey, it was done. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Yandy's voice, when she finally spoke, was colder than a forgotten Instagram friendship. "You just ended our friendship." And with that iconic line, she turned and walked away, leaving the room in the kind of silence that makes network executives see dollar signs. Fast forward to today, and we're watching what might be the most anticipated reunion since the last royal wedding. Rasheeda pulls up to Yandy's house in her luxury SUV, looking like she's either heading to a funeral or about to film the most important scene of her career. Maybe both. She hasn't seen Yandy in person since that explosive night, though Lord knows she's seen enough of her on social media and in those endless reaction videos. The door opens with all the dramatic tension of a season finale, and there stands Yandy serving "I could either hug you or hire a hitman" realness. The silence between them is thick enough to need its own zip code. Finally, Yandy steps aside with all the warmth of an ice sculpture. "Come in." What follows is the kind of conversation that could either repair years of friendship or burn the last bridge so thoroughly that even the best PR team couldn't rebuild it. Rasheeda, looking more vulnerable than we've ever seen her, starts pouring her heart out. "Yandy, I messed up, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I let my emotions get the best of me, and I did something I can never take back. I'm not proud of it at all, but Yandy, proving why she's always been the queen of keeping it real, isn't about to let her off easy." "Why now, Rasheeda? Because you got dragged online worse than a bad weave? Because the fans finally turned on you? Or because you actually genuinely feel bad about what you did?" And just like that, social media absolutely explodes like a glitter bomb in a wind tunnel. Yandy posts that cryptic Instagram story, just a side-eye emoji and the word "rebuilding." And the internet loses its collective mind faster than a housewife losing her peach. The comments start flying. Is she talking about Rasheeda? Are they friends again? I need answers faster than I need my next paycheck. We need a sit-down interview ASAP. The blogs waste absolutely no time picking up this story and running with it like they're training for the Gossip Olympics. Headlines start popping up everywhere, ranging from cautiously hopeful, Yandy and Rasheeda mending broken friendships in the age of social media, to dramatically skeptical, Yandy forgives Rasheeda after violent fallout, but is this just another reality TV plot twist? Just when everyone thinks things might finally be settling down, boom! A leaked voice memo drops like a nuclear bomb in the middle of this whole situation. It's allegedly a conversation between Rasheeda and another Love and Hip Hop cast member, and honey, it is explosive with a capital E. Rasheeda's voice comes through clear as day. I mean, yeah, I apologized, but let's be real. People eat this drama up like it's Sunday dinner. They love a redemption arc. If I play my cards right, this could be good for both of us. The internet? Child, it loses its mind so completely that we're still searching for it. Accusations of betrayal start flying faster than designer shoes at a sample sale. Was this whole apology fake? Was Rasheeda just playing the long game like a chess master in stilettos? Yandy hasn't responded yet, but one thing's absolutely certain. This drama is far from over. So what do you think, darlings? Should Yandy trust Rasheeda again? Or is this friendship as dead as last season's trends? Was that leaked voice memo the real deal? Or did someone drop it just to stir the pot like a professional drama chef? Are we witnessing a genuine redemption story, or is this just another calculated move in the never-ending game of love and hip-hop chess? The fans are more divided than a Real Housewives reunion special. Some believe Rasheeda has genuinely seen the error of her ways and is trying to make things right, while others think this is nothing more than a carefully orchestrated publicity stunt designed to keep them both relevant and trending. But darling, one thing's for certain, this story is far from over, and we'll be right here sipping our tea and spilling all the details as they happen. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because something tells me this drama is just getting started. Just getting started.